Good morning. Thanks for joining me on your Sunday or afternoon, wherever you're coming from. This is a must-watch scope. You're gonna be very happy you watched this. Last night I was watching Blab, and Allie, the gypsy teacher, was on there, and she teaches in Tanzania, and Tanzania is near and dear to my heart because my husband has been there, and it completely named Greg Mortensen. He is incredible. Have any of you ever heard of Greg Mortensen? You want kids to understand that, they are not the only ones. They're not the center of the universe. They are. I love this book. Yes. And Stones into School is his other book. But empathy, generosity, respect for other cultures, just understanding what other kids go through. Our kids have it tough. A lot of them do. And it's so good for them. Thank you, Allie, for inviting. I really feel like people need to watch this because, everyone's talking about these books they're going to read the first week of school. Read this book. Order it. It's on Amazon. Used. You can get it for $4. So let me tell you this story. Hi, Lila, about Greg Mortensen. Greg Mortensen, he was a mountain climber, like 15 years ago. Here, let me turn the camera. I'm so glad so many of you are here. And he got stranded and was in a desperate situation. He was all by himself. And yes, it's such a great book, Lena. So he was in a desperate situation. He was stranded all by himself, starving. He was going to die. And these people in this remote village called Korf in Pakistan saved him. And while he was there, I think he was there for a month recovering, and they had barely anything to give. And they gave so much to him and helped him survive and live. I mean, he almost died. But while he was there, he saw the children of Korf. And sorry I'm not responding to comments. I'm just so excited to share this with you. So thanks for all the hearts too. So Greg Mortensen saw these children writing in dirt with sticks. And he, inquired, like, okay, so what's going on here? What's the school situation here? And so these kids only got a teacher once a month because this village is so remote. Once a month. This was 13 years ago. Once a month, they had a teacher. And they would practice everything that teacher taught them for a whole month in the dirt with sticks. Okay? And so if you haven't read 3 Cups of Tea, you have to. You have to read it. You have to buy Listen to the Wind, the story of Greg Mortensen, and read it to your children. They will be just, astounded. And the really awesome thing is Greg Mortensen has this Pennies for Peace program for teachers, and you can download a free toolkit to use to raise pennies for children in remote villages like in Pakistan and Afghanistan and Tanzania, and there's so many of them. I've taught elementary school for 8 years, and I'm going into 6th grade. So I still have more to tell you and to share with you. So let me just flip this real quick and show you. This is another book by Greg Mortensen, and he's really all about building schools for girls, and because girls aren't allowed to go to school. And then this is the Pennies for Peace website. If you just put in penniesforpeace.org, you can learn all about Greg Mortensen and his journey. He was poor, living out of his car for like years, trying to raise money to build a school in this village called Korf. Because he wanted to pay back those people that had helped him when he was stranded and almost died. And so I don't want to ruin the book for you, but when he got to the village, he brought all these supplies. It took him a year to raise the money and all these supplies. When he got there, he realized, oh my gosh, I can't get these supplies to this village because there's a ravine. So then he had to spend another year living in his car, raising money to build a bridge. And then he built a bridge, and then he built the school, and now he's built like hundreds and hundreds. I don't even know how many schools he's built, but it's like his campaign now. So please share this with your followers. I think it's super important. And then there's one more thing I want to share to you. This documentary is on Netflix right now, and it is a must see for teachers. You must see it. Has anyone seen this? On the Way to School. I'm going to show clips of it to my students. You want to get right into having kids develop empathy for each other and for other people in the world. And if you want to get right into it the first week of school, hi, whimsical teacher. I was blog stalking you for sure. Last night, I stayed up till midnight blog stalking all the people commenting on Blab last night. So anyways, On the Way to School, I'm going to show, it's totally appropriate. You guys should watch it and then figure out like what scenes from this should I show, because it is appropriate in this inspiring documentary for children from disparate environments. I hope I said that right. Around the globe face daunting challenges as they make their way to school. It is incredible. Like this picture of these boys, this little boy is in a wheelchair and those are bicycle wheels and oh my gosh, like a picnic chair. And these are his brothers and they push him miles and miles to get him to school. And it is incredible the things that he goes through. So please share this on Twitter. Please share this with your followers right now, because people, you need to show parts of this to your students. You need to read Listen to the Wind with your students. You must read 3 Cups of Tea. And one more book I have to recommend, The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. This is about a kid who basically brought electricity to his village, and everyone thought he was crazy. And it is an amazing book, and I'm going to read parts of it to my 6th graders because it is, this guy is completely famous now. He talked on TED, but like he was so poor and his village had no electricity, nothing, and he brought it to his village. So thank you so much for tuning in. I've seen some people sharing this, and I really think the more people that see this, the better, so that you can bring this into your classroom the first week of school. Everyone's, getting their classrooms all cute and borders and color printing and all this stuff. And, I feel like we need to remember what's important, and what's important is building connections with our students and helping them to build connections with each other. And thank you so much, Lila. I'm so happy that you are here and always watching these scopes. Lila is a parent of one of my students from 2 years ago. And she's amazing, and I hope she goes back in the classroom too soon, because kids are missing out on her. And so if you want to follow Lila, you should do some scopes about Lucy Calkins' Lila. Thank you for sharing on Twitter. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. I'm going to try and tune into the Blab that's going on with Miss Meg and Sheila Jane and Primary, is it Primary Polka? No, it's not Primary Polka Dot. A Primary Girl. She's awesome. So yeah, I hope you all tune into that too. I'll see you there. My daughter's 1-year-old, she's turning 1 tomorrow, so we're having a birthday party for her. But I gotta do some stuff for that, but I'm going to be watching, with you all. Allie, you get to be there. I thought you weren't going to be able to watch. Okay. I'm going on and on and on. Yeah, there are some seriously addicted people to Periscope and hi, Kinder Colors. Another person I'm, blog stalking. Okay. So just to recap real quick, show On the Way to School documentary, read Listen to the Wind to your students, read 3 Cups of Tea to yourself, and to your husband, and to your family, and to your friends and other teachers please do it. Go to Pennies for Patience. I got home from church early. Oh my gosh, yeah, I've been up since 5. I've only gotten like 4 hours of sleep. I'm just so excited about Periscope and all of this amazing, these connections that we're all making to each other. It's a revolution. What? Okay, my husband's making inappropriate comments. Okay, bye everyone. I'll see you soon.